Hello everybody, I am Father of Nerds and welcome back to EVE Online. It has been a little while. We have a lot of things to collect. I've been logging in every day at least to collect things, if not to actually play. We have a skin crate, we have a skin, and a destroyer skin. I don't know exactly what that one is, but we also have a destroyer. I don't know which one that'll be either. So we're going to go ahead and we're in our home station. We're going to unlock a whole bunch of these things. We're not going to put the boosters on just yet. We'll keep those for another time. Alright, so redeem all that. Open all this. Okay, so we have to see what it is. Okay, it's a catalyst. So that's good. We have another one for when our current one dies. Let's see, we have... Not sure how to use hats, but let's see what we can do with that later. Where did it go? Catalyst and Tacky Syndicate. Okay, you know what? Let's go ahead and activate and apply. Stack all these together. Okay, so not quite the value is implying 10,000. I wonder get better just opening them and see what we want to do with that. Let's go ahead and keep all of our boosters here. So we have mobility, damage, defense. Yeah, different levels of that. So we will probably need that. For now, I think what we're going to do is see what's around us. So yeah, I did get all the starting new account stuff. And we have a lot of skills that are finished, and I have a lot still in the queue. And it's just going to keep on going. I would like to try... Yes, Warpath stuff. I would like to try to get a bunch of these, because we can go trade that in for a what do you call it? A training booster, train at twice speed, which would be helpful. So let's see what we have around us. We want to find cosmic signatures. So yes, there's quite a bit nearby. We're going to go ahead and board this and make sure we do have some different options. I don't think we're going to take anything like that though. We do have everything fit that we wanted to. Yep, a little bit of weaponry just in case, and we're good to go. So let's undock. Yeah, looks like somebody's running some of the combat sites. We have 2 here. Let's go ahead and just... I'm not worried about sitting here. We'll just let ourselves roll on out. Go a little bit bigger and spread a little bit if we can't pinpoint these a little bit more. Alright. So that's not exactly what we were hoping for. But I'll do it anyway, because loot is loot at this point. I think between the, dozen within a jump, we'll be able to find a couple of the Warpath sites. Yeah, lots of skills done. So we are on our way to getting ready to get out of here, I think. I think what we'd probably first do, our first trip out, will be either using
skill training completed.
We'll either use the Amicus and just do a bunch of scanning around, or we'll take the Venture and see if we can go mining through wormholes. Because I want to explore as much as possible. Don't know what kind of combat site that is. Maybe we'll look into that. Let's go ahead and warp to this one.
Warp drive active.
Okay, so the Phi outpost, probably a little much for what I have. I don't know if my destroyer would be able to handle that. We'll see. Or maybe we won't see. I don't know. Alright, we can just do both sitting right here. Not a bad start. Not even needed. Ooh, yay, some carbon. Okay, so it is up here. Go. Ooh. That's not too bad. Ooh, we have to do some Abyss too. I can't do tier 1, I know. That we can just... Oh, what is that worth around here? Nobody wants to buy it, so we'll see what it is. We'll do probably a loot run up to go Dixie or somewhere. Okay, so there's only 2 over here. We'll go there first.
Warp drive active.
12 right there. Okay, so find a place. We'll go there.
Warp drive active.
It's away from the gate, and so while we're sitting there waiting, just good habit to be in. Okay. We have a data site. Difficulty 2, that is probably a Warpath site. We're down to half, because that's what's needed. Might be able to get this combat site figured out a little more too. Alright, Warpath. Go ahead and warp to it.
Warp drive active.
And another one. Awesome. Alright. Alright, so I think we'll down here somewhere. There we go. Alright. Going there, and let's see. We did get that other one figured out. We'll have 2. To get a faster. I don't know if I could fit a 5M micro warp drive. We'll see what we can do. Before we go out and about into dangerous territory, we would like to be a little bit faster. Right. And let's go to this one.
Warp drive active.
Then while we're on our way, we will get this next one started. Let's finish up. And hack. And another one. All right. We are on a roll. We have 100 something at home. This will give us whatever that is, 150. I don't remember how much we have. And then these other couple keep going. Let's get this over here, get that started. Really long scan time, just Tech 1 stuff. Not much to do about that right now. I'm pretty limited on alpha. But I don't mind. Hacking. Nope, okay, we're up here. Alright. And let's go to this one. We're only one in systems, so shouldn't have an issue. Okay, probably not going to concern us with this. We'll scan it out anyway. Deep flow rift, oh man. We never did get a tractor beam. 2.6. Huh. You know, we could do that. I would not take it with me into a wormhole, but I could have it here. That is some pretty good money. I know that just doing that one rift would pay for itself. With one tractor beam, it's a little not quite as lucrative, but could do two, just drain our finances. Or we could go sell this. We are so close. Yeah, we could go drop that off. We have a bunch at home too. We can go make a good bit. Maybe we'll go do that. And then while we're out, grab a couple tractor beams. Oh. Alright. I did loot this one, right? I'm gonna double check on that. Pretty sure I did. I was a little distracted. Oh, and we need to claim that. Alright. And we'll claim that. Awesome. Alright, so next here, we need to do another... Okay, yeah, we did that. That's why I was unlocked. But, like I said, distracted. Okay, so I don't think we're going to get that because in the venture, that's just hard. and it's starting to pioneer. We have one more security mission we can do, and they'll give us 30 more of that, 40 of that. And you know what? We could get Apotheosis. Isn't that a shuttle? Yeah, it's a shuttle. I do want to try to get the Metamorphosis, because that is a little bit better at scanning and things. That could be interesting. Okay, so we need to do 9 more of these to get the next tier. Alright. Then, yeah, let's get 3 items from the Furmaster. So, even as a brand new alpha, we can still participate, and that's what I like about this. Okay, we have a couple other systems nearby. 2 over here. These we already did. Mawson. Let's go to Mawson.
Warp drive active.
And we'll go over into Maya as well.
A module has run out of charges.
Ah! Got him. Alright, and did we do the jumps yet? 2 so far. Okay, so we get 1 more of that, and then we can get the rewards. Oh, I do have these from another time. I will always take skill points. Okay, so we want to go... Let's just go to here.
Warp drive active.
And here we go. Alright, looks like we have another one. Alright, let's go ahead and head over there.
Warp drive active.
Alright. That's not bad. Well, yeah, it's not good either. But it says we're sitting on 40 million. That's part for these. This, but you don't want to sell these. I want to trade them. Yeah, and that's skewed a bit too, so. And some fireworks. How did I lose that? Thought I had that all the way down. Up to that. Just hide out. That's probably a little tough for me in that list as well. A little bigger, we can find it here. And more fireworks. Wormhole. This one is not happy. Barely got it. Alright, that's the last one in here. Should be good sitting here for a little bit. I hear a donation. Huh. Well, I started 22 years ago. Well, thank you very much. I don't know if that was somebody that just happened to pop in here or somebody watching on YouTube, but yeah, this is a great way to start out, and I love the newness of every adventure. Like on my main account, I started years ago and kind of gave up after a few months, and then got the itch to come back because there's so much to explore, and I love the exploration side of things. So it's just a fun way to do anything, and there's just, you can do anything in Eve. I've been watching the FanFest, and so many people doing so many different things. Like, and I've never heard most of these people. But a guy, Oz, that sits in station and does market trading and spreadsheets and things. I mean, that's one way you can play the game. And what other game can you think of that you can just sit there and make spreadsheets of and enjoy it? So yeah, there's just so much to do in this game that is just, it's never ending whatever you want it to be. You want it to be fun? It's fun. You want it to be aggravating? It's definitely aggravating. Yeah, everybody's got to start somewhere, and even, like, I know basically what I'm doing for a lot of this, but I'm not by any means advanced. But I can have fun with it. I can do all sorts of stuff. And starting out, you always got to start from scratch. Especially at Alpha. I've never been Omega. It's something that I would like to probably do at some point in the future, but I do enjoy, even my other account, the grind of having to do things. Every once in a while it gets a little boring of like I dabble. I always dabble. You can see that in my video history. Like I have so many different games I dabble in and they're so different. All of them. So it just I love a challenge and always finding something to start over in. And in Eve, and there's your start is always the same. You start out new ship, new character, low skills, but your adventure is always different. Even if you start out in the same region every time and do the same sort of stuff, there's different people around you, the different things going on, and that's what I love about it. Like talking to my kids or my wife about, oh, this is so frustrating because I keep dying or I can't go where I want to go because somebody's going to kill me. And like, why do you even play that? Because it's fun. It really is. So thank you, Gats, for everything you are helping with and wanting to see more players just get a start and enjoy everything about it. So I don't know where you live in this area, and maybe we'll bump into each other because I plan to explore pretty much every region at some point. But that will definitely be put to good use. There we go. Did I loot that? I think I did. Not bad. 68 million in 45 minutes. And I think most of that is, yeah, these two things. This we're keeping, this we're going to go sell. All right. So we have one more that apparently did not go all the way. Ooh, that's a... Okay, yes, we can go there. Local means safe. Let's see, where... 30 days there we did Chiror, Varent. Let's go to Varent next. Let's see what we find. Alright. Not carbon. Not great, but not carbon. Well, this one first, it's closer. Maybe that was a bad idea. Let me bounce them. Let's go up here. Okay. Now we go to this one. Okay. Alright.
Warp drive active.
We have these two here. We'll go ahead and do those, and we'll redeem them to home, because we will run home and grab everything we have there, and then sell some stuff. Because we have a new ship tree item. Navy destroyer. Okay, not too bad. Let's see. Oh, we haven't jumped yet. Jump! You can do it! Alright. We got some more ISK coming in. Version profile. Okay. That seems not fun. So let's go ahead and work for this moon real fast.
Active.
Okay. So that's neat. Let's just go ahead and do our thing. Yeah, so we need 3 more to do that, and I do want to try to get a mission in as many of the sections as we can. Alright, I think that is a Warpath site. Yes, it is. All right, warp there, and let's
Warp drive active.
what's down here. Okay, already somebody here, so let's go somewhere else. I've been part of an incursion, so I'm not really sure what to expect, other than there seems to be lots of bad things. Override transfer area. I'm not sure what that is. There's a lot of them. I think we're gonna quickly do everything we can here and then get out. Alright, another one maybe? We can scan this down and get to it before the other person does. Claim all that. Yes. Alright, nobody here. Alright, and another one. It's over here somewhere. There we go. Alright, we have everything here. That's the latest one we did, I think. Another one's still there, so maybe that person's having trouble. Man. This one really doesn't want to be opened. Okay, so yeah, I think it's this one.
Drive active. All empty. If that other one is still there when we're done with this, we'll go over and see. Uh, 79 million. Ooh, 50. Take a look at the market browser and see in a little bit. Yeah, I think that is 77. Yeah, so we're still mostly on those. But not bad. I mean, that's if we sold, even if we just sold that, that would quadruple or more. And no, it would quadruple what we have around there. That's good. Oops, I forgot to lock them. Easy peasy. Getting ahead of myself there.
And it's gone. Okay, so they finished it. Alright, so last one we already did. Rosier. Let's go over to here and see if that one doesn't have an incursion profile. Alright, it says everyone is yet. Is yet? It is. Okay, so there's still incursion here. Ooh, this is busy. Okay, so I will warp to here, I think, and tether. Yeah, we'll just be tethered here. Can we go a little bit closer? Okay. Right. You get Apotheosis. And skill points. And we need 13. We can do that, can't we? Easy peasy. Ooh. We got another one. If we can maybe get a little bit of that wormhole. Alright, warp to there.
Warp drive active.
Finish off this wormhole. And looks like we have another one. Oh, we might be at 100 million ISK an hour. It's been about an hour since we started scanning. Yep, there we go. And obviously we're not going to be selling everything, but it's worth that. To me, I think it's worth it to trade to continue on the tiers, and let's get this one started. Get that booster, training booster. Pretty sure it's 300. Structure tech one. Oh, so this is only from a structure. Got it. Alright, and we're at 100 million. Just like that. Alright, so we do still have a couple. Those going. And this one. Oh man. Alright, barely made that one. 5 million that. Not too bad. Okay, so we are down here. Oh man. Hoping we might find another something. One more try. It's a pretty big field. This has a lot of loot. Man, I think we're gonna fail this again. Oh, bummer. That's the first one we failed. Okay, well, we still have a few more things in here. I think we're gonna have to pick one. Alright, so how far are we now from selling this? Because I don't really want to have all this in my inventory. We can sell it right here. Alright, we will go dock up and sell that in just a minute. As soon as we clear out everything in this sector. Okay. Something. And start warping there.
Warp drive active.
Oops. Too quick. Not too bad. Go to this one. Not getting much better on that, so try that. Ooh. Well, not great, but something. Still not getting. It might be a difficult one. I'll be safe here for now, I think. I think this is probably a difficulty 4, maybe in 5. Probably a 5. I'm struggling to get even to 25%. We're gonna have to ignore this one. Two others. Yeah, 4. Okay. I have no hope for a 4 as an alpha. We were at 130 something, I thought. Where did it go? We're definitely slowing down a good bit. But we'll go do that. Greatly increase our wealth. So I'm not getting into any invention or anything. I'm not going to do any of that. Yeah, the rest of these things, I don't know if I'll be able to sell around here. We will eventually take a trip up to Jeddah. Or possibly Amar. How close is Amar from here? I don't know. 36 jumps. Okay. That is a long way. That 13 jumps. Yeah, I don't know about that. Okay, so let's move. And then how far is Jeddah? 17. Okay. So we'll be making a trip to Jeddah eventually. Oh, we got another one. Okay. Like, what is going on here? Ooh, this is probably another Warpath site. Yeah, we'll do a Jeddah trip eventually, probably after our first wormhole adventure, and see what we can do. I'm thinking what I want to do is just jump in and then just keep going wormhole, and see where we end up, and sell things along the way, just because I know we're probably going to get got. But we'll see what we can do. If like we do a wormhole jump and then we're only like a dozen jumps away, then try to make it back. But if we are like on the other side of New Eden, then we'll just keep jumping. You know what, we should have been heading to this one by now.
Warp drive active.
Alright, so we got 2 more to do here. We'll bring these in. Close that. Alright. There we go. Okay. So, how many are we at? 3. Okay, so we're not going to be able to do all that right now, but we are definitely on the way. I think after this one, that'll bump us up to... yeah. Gonna get up to that. Because we are at 190. Yeah, that'll put us at 300. Then I believe after this first one, we'll get Plex for this. We might be able to get up to this too. If we do one more security mission, we'll get 40. That'll bump us up to here. Yeah. We are doing pretty well. I wasn't really expecting to be able to do much on the Capsuleer Days stuff just because of starting out, but they really do make it accessible for everybody, and we're not going into nullsec and doing the really hard stuff, but we're making progress. What happened to that? Because I clicked the wrench and it should have helped a bit. I'd just be getting a little cocky. All right. Okay, so how many? 4.2 we have? 1.275. Okay. Not too bad. We still got a lot of training time left. I don't know if there's a way to see how many skill points you've already trained when you get up to that 5 million. Should be a while still. Alright. 121 million.
Warp drive active.
Can we fit faster? Probably not. And even that is so right. Without that, probably could. We don't actually need CPU. Let's try that. Open first. Thank you. Another signature. Really quick. That. That was a waste. Man, did it again. Nothing to help me. Alright. Okay, so where are we? Combat. No, it doesn't really matter right now, so let's just go ahead and here. Dock.
Warp drive active.
We can't do this before we get there. Deep flow rift. Man.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Can we buy one of those here? 2 of them. Okay, so 133 million. We're gonna sell this 41 million. We're going from 8.8 to 50. Almost 49. Yes. I am 50 million. That's not bad. I know that's just pocket change to a lot of people, but that's not bad. Let's see what is this? Okay, that's an Omega, and it's a Hamar. I don't want it, and nobody here wants it either right now, so I'll take it somewhere else. This we'll take to Dodixie soon. We will do that that trip soon. Are you here with this? No. Okay, so I will do a look up on the rest of the stuff at some point. But we'll just consider that it was worth 130 something million, and not bad, not too bad at all. So I will try to cut this video down. Right now we're hour and 45 minutes. If we can't shave some time off of that. Yeah, that was a successful sort of day. The sort of days that I really like to see. And real quick, let's just see if we can find a small tractor beam. Nothing here. But we will probably go get a couple of those. Maybe that would be really good to take with us on our journey, because we could just quick swap out and get what we can. That can earn quite a lot. So we'll probably do that. But for now, I think I'm just going to stay here in this system. And yeah, we will probably next time just undock and do some more. That was pretty lucrative. Or I might do some of that on the off time, and we'll figure something out. But for now, I think that's going to do it. I will try to get some more videos coming out soon. I know I took a break for a little while, but Capsuleer Days is only going to last so long, and I do want to try to get as much as possible. I would like to really get up to here so I can get this, because that'd be really good for scanning, because it does have a little bit more on the bonuses. 6 more of these. 1 of these. I don't think we have any hope of that. But we can do this. We can get some trades going. We have 353, and I think we have 100 and something. So we can at least do 1 trade for now, and then probably a couple more coming up. But yeah, we'll keep going. And yeah, hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, please hit that like button. Subscribe to see more. As always, have a great day, and we'll see you next time.